Hello, what's your name?
My name's Tony Smith.
Where are you from?
Berkeley, Michigan.
What type of community service have you participated in?
I am the chairman of the board of the Berkeley Dads Club.
What role do you think volunteer work plays in a building community?
I think it's very important to maintain a volunteer role in your community to help the entire community. I think that it's very important to teach your kids that lesson to become a better community. You know, how I measure it is if one of these days when I move, will they remember me? Will they remember what I did? And will I be a good role model and want the kids that I taught to do the same thing when I'm gone?
How did you find your way to this organization?
I met a couple guys in the neighborhood, heard about the baseball sign-ups, and that's how I joined.
Can you explain the purpose of this organization?
Yeah, the Berkeley Dads Club maintains all the baseball activities in the city of Berkeley, from T-ball up to 16-year-olds.
Can you tell me about the specifics you do in volunteer work?
The specifics I do: I am the chairman of the board. I am the opening day director. I am the director of Pitch Hit and Run, which is sponsored by Major League Baseball.
Why did you select this organization?
I'm a baseball fan. My kids love to play ball as well, so it fit really well. Great group of people that run this organization, and I'm proud to be part of it.
What drew you to this volunteer work?
Because of the quality of the people and how well they run things, and it's a group of people that I want to be working with.
What do you like most about this volunteer work?
The quality, like I said, we really care about how we maintain the fields. We put a lot of money into it. We do a lot of work behind the scenes. There's a lot of work goes into the uniforms and equipment that we do, and we have for the kids, and we try to do everything as best that we can, and is better than everyone else, and it shows.
What would you like to change most about this organization if you could?
Wish we had more baseball fields.
What lessons have you learned from this volunteer experience?
I've learned that there's a great group of people out there, but sometimes you just have to nudge them for a little help. You know, maybe there's people out there would like to volunteer, but they don't know how to do it, and maybe they're shy or not sure that they can do it. With a little help and guidance, you know, you can find some great people to volunteer.
Tell me about the pieces of your volunteer work and what leave you most satisfied.
What most satisfied is the camaraderie on the bench through practices that we have. A lot of fun. You know, we're in the battle, you know, and going in those games, and we stick together on the bench. A lot of kids that played together that maybe they necessarily wouldn't hang out or be friends otherwise, and now they're friends. But the number one thing is when I see a kid on the street or, you know, somewhere outside of the baseball field, and they walk up to me and say, "Hi, Coach," and I like that.
How important do you think it is for people to volunteer their time within the communities, and why?
Well, like I said before, it's, you know, when you're gone, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, will they remember what you did? You know, did you leave a mark on the community, and will you leave an expectation of the next generation to follow in your footsteps and encourage them to follow in your footsteps? That's the biggest thing to me.
Can you share with me what makes this community service worthwhile for you?
Like I said, just so many great people, so many great kids in the area, and a good program. Just overall quality people, quality program, and we really give it 100%. Everything we do every day for every league, every game we do it at 100%. We don't shortcut anything, and we give it all we got every time.
Would you suggest others to come help out?
I absolutely would. It's intimidating to get into a group. You know, as a new person to the neighborhood, but we will not overwhelm you or not have over expectations of you. We'll help you. We'll start you out as an assistant to something and work your way in, and that's kind of how I started. That's how we do it. So yes, I absolutely would encourage.
Do you have some suggestions for how some people might find a volunteer organization?
Yeah, you know, just find something that interests you. In this case, you know, it was baseball for myself and my kids. Find something that interests you, and find a group that's in your neighborhood that have similar interests, and raise your hand, ask to help, and there's always need for good volunteers in any activity, any group.
Do you think people have a responsibility to volunteer in some way within their communities?
I absolutely do, 100%, and I hope that you feel that way when you're an adult. I want you to teach your kids, and I want your kids to teach their kids that it's very important to play an active role in volunteering in your community.
Well, that's all I have to say. Thanks for talking to you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you.